Arachin Daf Zayin. A Kohen and a Levi can redeem their fields forever, even after Yovel, as long as it's their fields that they had from R Eli Stefansky, they can redeem them forever. Says the Mishnah, they could also be Magdish forever. According to Shmuel, that's a big chiddush that you could be Magdish even on Yovel. According to Rav, there's no chiddush in that. It just flows better with the wording of the Mishnah, and with that we finish Perek Ein Magdishim. Mishnah says, in the time when there is no Yovel, there's Beis Hamikdash, but there's no Yovel, we ask the original owner who was Magdish's field, we ask him to redeem it, and if he doesn't agree to that, then we force him to redeem it. Why? There's three reasons the Gemara says. First of all, there's a great mitzvah for him himself to redeem it because it says in the pasuk, Vim lo yigol v'nimkar. Second of all, because when the original owner redeems it, he has to add a chaimish, a fifth, 20%, or in our days it's 25% milagav. And third of all, because we assume that since it's sentimental to him, he'll add to the price over anybody else. According to everybody, shaveh kesef kekesef, that is, the value of money, an object that has value, is like money, and therefore you can redeem your field with objects. It's machlokes whether that object has to be something that a fifth of it is worth a pruta. And Rav Asi said, therefore, you can redeem even with an egg because a fifth of an egg is less than a pruta, and Rav Asi holds that's okay. Says the Mishnah, and you see in the chart, what happens if there's a bidding war? First person says, as you see in the top row in red, first person says, I want to pay 10 shekel for this field. Second person says 20, so on and so forth, 30, 40, 50. Then the guy that says 50, he backs out. The guy that said 40, he has the final bid. So the one that said 50 just caused a 10 shekel loss to the Beis Hamikdash. So he's responsible for that 10 shekel. Between 40 and 50, as you see in blue, that's the 50 guy's responsibility. What happens if the 40 guy backs out? Between 40 and 50, the 50 takes responsibility. But between 30 and 40, now two people have to take responsibility. Mr. 40 and Mr. 50 have to take responsibility for 10. And therefore, each one pays 5. What if Mr. 30 backs out? Now there's another 10 that we need to take responsibility for, but we split it, mishalshalin, between 3 people. So each one pays 3.3 for that 10. And what if Mr. 20 backs out? Now we have 4 people taking responsibility. Now it's 2.5 per person. And if number 10 backs out, and we're talking about a situation where Hegdish sold it for 5, now the loss is 5. You have to split a loss of 5 between 5 people. Each person pays 1. It comes out that the person that said 50, as you see in the bottom of the total, he has to pay a total of 21.5 and 5/6, and the person that said 10, he only has to pay 1. If somebody else offered the same amount as the original owner, so we sell it to the original owner, because the original owner is going to add a chaimish. Now, what if the original owner said, I want to bid 20? Somebody else says 21. So we force the original owner to match the bid of 21, but his chaimish is only on what he bid, on the 20. So he has to pay 5 for the chaimish, 21 for the bid, for a total of 26. Says the Gemara, that's only if that extra 1 from 20 to 21 didn't have a professional appraisal. But if you had 3 people appraising it as high as the second bidder, as the 21, then the original owner would have to pay a chaimish even on that extra 1, even though his bid was only 20. According to Beis Shammai, you always have to add even if there's no appraisal at all. This that it says in the Mishnah, that if somebody said 20, and afterwards somebody said 25, the original owner that said 20 has to pay 30, he's talking about in a case where he said 20 and a pruta. Meiser Sheni, you also have to add a chaimish. But in Meiser Sheni, it's different. If there's another individual that is offering, let's say, the owner is offering 20, and there's another individual offering 20 and an Isar, we go with the person that says 20 and an Isar, and we don't care about the chaimish of the original owner. Why is that different than in our case by Hegdish? Because by Meiser Sheni, the owner gets everything anyways. We just care that it should be a good redemption. But by Hegdish, we care that the Hegdish should benefit and come out with the most money possible. Have a wonderful Shabbos.